the Niners can't draft in round 1 so good, or round 2 so good, or round 3. I mean, they're just throwing away premium draft capital. Like, they don't seem to know how to find a quarterback unless it's Brian Greasy looking for the guy or something. I mean, they can find guys who fit their system, but like when it comes to actually finding a franchise quarterback, they just looking for love in all the wrong places, Ryan.
I know that.
Looking for love. All right, should Kyle Shanahan be stripped of personnel power, man? Is enough enough?
I'm going to take this a different way. I don't think he's good at it. I think he needs to facilitate to a scouting team, but I'm going to say no. I want you to sink or swim with your decision making. So if you're the head coach, I'm not going to go and strip you of power, because then it's a weird dynamic. If that's the situation they wanted, it should have been set up initially from the beginning. And I don't know if Kyle would have taken the job in that case, but I prefer to see Kyle sink or swim with his decision making. Like, dude, go ahead. This is your team, but now show us the results. And at some point, you have to have some accountability with the actual final results. And I know a lot of fans freak out. And, well, we went to NFC Championship game, and that's great if that's your mentality, but that's not my mentality. That's not what Jed York said the 49ers mentality is. If you ask Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch what their mentality, or any of the players on the team, the mentality is to win a Super Bowl, and they haven't done that yet. So for me, it's all about let him make his decisions and let him sink or swim, produce the results, or at some point you have to go.
That's fair. I would like to think that Kyle Shanahan would have enough self-awareness to strip himself of personnel power. It's like, man, I've been trying this for 7 years. I'm a head coach and a play caller and a general manager, essentially.
Yeah.
And I can't do all 3 jobs well at the same time. I should focus on one and delegate. Why not? I mean, maybe other people could do all 3, but he can't. His dad couldn't. No Shanahan can do this. So maybe he should just delegate and say, you know what, I've learned. I bit off a little more than I can chew. Wisdom is knowing what you can and can't do. And look, I got this great personnel department. I inherited them from the previous coaching staff. I kept them for a reason. They're really good when I let them do their jobs. Maybe I'll let them do their jobs more. And I'll take credit for it, for being the wise man in the room who lets people who are good at their job do their job. I mean, I can get credit for that. I can spin that as a win for me. So you'd like to think that, but that's not who he is. It's not who he is at all. No. We know that.
Yeah, he's not doing that. I mean, Kyle Shanahan controls the defense, right? Like, he hired his defensive coach based on what scheme they're going to run. He doesn't even want to give that up. He is the ultimate control freak. He doesn't think anybody can do a job as well as him, so he doesn't want to delegate that responsibility. He wants to control everything. There's no way he's going to strip himself of personnel power. And I don't think he would have taken the job with the 49ers if they structured it in that regard. This is what Kyle Shanahan wants. And that's why I say, hey, fine. But now you sink or swim with your results.
Coming back to like why the Niners are better at drafting late than early, I feel like Kyle is a big reason. And like, what is he looking for early? Especially with those top 10 picks. Solomon Thomas, Trey Lance, Mike McGlinchey, Nick Bosa. Like, in each case, I feel like Kyle is Bosa's side, although Bosa falls into this. It's very much about like the character of the player, like the personality. Does he have a CEO personality? Like, man, does he have the talent?
Right.
Does he have the talent? Like Mike McGlinchey, when they drafted that guy, they were like, man, this guy could be the CEO of a company. This guy could be the CEO. Okay, can he play right tackle?
They said that about Trey Lance too.
They said it about Trey Lance too, man. It's like,
okay,
that's great.
Alex Smith.
Yep.
Like, first of all, if you're going to base it on personality, you got to understand that that's not the personality. Like, look at Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. Look at Kobe Bryant. Like, they're not super nice guys, right?
No.
They're competitive as fuck. They're a little arrogant. They're a little cocky.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that end up being the guys, man. Like,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, right?
Right. Remember, the Niners could have had Aaron Rodgers, but they went with Alex Smith. And so maybe it's not just a Kyle thing. Maybe when it's a top 10 pick, like the owners are involved and it's a whole organizational decision and they keep going after these like lovable guys that they love. But it's like, cool, man, get the most talented player, please. These are supposed to be potential Hall of Famers when you're top 10. You're drafting top. You don't get to do this every year. Don't whiff on that and just take some mid player because you like them.
And there's a difference too between what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like like Aaron Rodgers can be a prick, but he's not like a criminal, right? He's not out there doing trouble. I'm not saying bring in trouble or problem type players, but you can't just look for the sweetest guy you found, right? If there's one complaint I had with Trey Lance, it was that he's like almost too nice at times. Like, dude, stop trying to be little brother and go be a dick, to some degree.
For example of this, and I really like Trey Lance. During drills in the field, he would help the ball boys rearrange stuff on the field. Dude, just focus on your job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really nice that you're doing that. I'm sure your parents told you to do that. You've been doing
really
it.
Nice guy.
Just focus on your job.
Yeah.
Just focus on your job.
And you could be
I'm not saying you're not focused, but it's like I don't know. It's too nice. It's too nice.
Yeah, you gotta have a little edge to you, man. Like, you just got to, and hopefully he develops that. It's a confidence. It's a belief in yourself to where you just believe 100% in yourself, and you have no doubt. You don't think anyone's better than you.
Solomon Thomas fell in that. I mean, they talked about what a good guy. I mean, John Lynch took a class with him.
Yeah,
he knows this guy. He knows his character. Nick Bosa, obviously, he comes from an NFL family, had the NFL bloodlines. Am I missing anyone? Oh, yeah, McGlinchey, Lance.
I mean, you want good character guys. You do want good character guys, but not sweethearts. Right? That's not what you need, You need
I mean, if you were looking for a dual threat quarterback, you wanted to go 11-on-11 football, and you want the most talented athlete at quarterback, I mean, if that's what you want, I don't see how you didn't take Justin Fields, man. Was it just a personality clash? Like, whoa, was it there? Because it seems like the Niners brought in Trey Lance and put him in that role, and they were like, man, he's slower than we thought. Like, what? Did you just draft Justin Fields? Look at him running circles around your team 2 years in a row.
And and he should be honest with himself. Who he should have drafted, because who he really wanted
was Mac Jones.
He wants a Mac Jones. He wants a Jimmy Garoppolo, a Brock Purdy, a Mac Jones. That's what he wants. He's fooling himself. If he ever tells himself again that he wants something different,
he's lying to himself.
Slap yourself, dude, because this is what you want. This is what we know. Wake yourself up.
Yup. Sonny Colfax says Dak would back up Sam Darnold. That's true on this team. Chris Talericus says Cousins is the next vet quarterback. Missed my last super chat. Oh, my bad. Let me go. Damn, that's messed up. How am I going to do that? Okay. Shanny Sr. 3. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Chris. Shanny Sr. 3 first and a second to move to number 2 to get RG3. Shanny Jr. 3 first and a third to move up to number 3 to get Trey.
Wow. Somehow I didn't know that much capital was spent on RG3. I didn't realize that.
Well, RG3 was he was just coming off the Heisman?
Yeah.
Wasn't he? So, I mean, he's a big deal.
Yeah. And he was actually super talented and worked out. The injury messed him all up.
It's true. Batman Lives 777 says, why all the wrong position players are being paid?
Because they're in the click.
Click. And not the E40 click. Mitchell Granado says, saw you at the game on Friday. You're a lot taller in real life.
Hey.
And better looking. More handsome than people think. Thank you,
Smarter.
Mitchell. I appreciate it.
Everything.